I need to understand what I should to change inside myself, yeah, to make this world better or to change something, yeah. But people, even they want to change something, they start to find everything around them to change location, to change society and so on. But the biggest changes started inside
Inside,
us,
yes,
yeah.
100%. You know, it's to add on what you were saying, it comes from this concept which we spoke about the other day. If you point at something or someone and you judge someone, there are three fingers that are pointing back at you. So when I say, for example, this is beautiful, it's because there is some beauty inside me, and that's why I recognize it. We as humans, we recognize what we know and what we feel that is familiar to us. You don't recognize what you don't know or what's not inside of you. um, we all have like good and bad in us, and it's how much you bring out, which part you bring out more, and which part you work on, you constantly have to keep on working on. um, you know, the other day we also spoke about something that every day when you wake up, you look at your agenda, for example, your calendar, and if there is not one thing that you feel challenged to do, or that puts you out of your comfort zone, or gives you a feeling that that is not just comfortable, you know, it's not like waking up, brushing your teeth, or doing your morning ritual. It's a little bit different. So if you're not doing that on a daily basis, something is wrong, because you need to be getting out every single day. That gives you the feeling of either butterflies in your stomach or adrenaline or whatever it is that helps you move on, that helps you keep on going. Um, and this is what I made it like my main kind of goal for my daily goals. I look at my calendar and I say, okay, which one moves me today? And that's the one I'm usually excited more for during the day. For example, today it's this podcast. I woke up super excited. I'm like, ah, yes, dressing up for knowing what we will talk about, even meeting somebody that is super aligned. It's very important. You need to choose the people that you surround yourselves with. They are part of the tools that the universe gives you in life.
And I told you that I have one practice. I practiced it about 1.5 year. It calls like inner voice. When you start to listen yourself, you can make it in a daily routine. Like, okay, what kind of tea I want to drink? This or this? Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. And this voice came from this part of, I think, your stomach or something very, very deep feeling. Because this voice should be not from minds. When we start to listen our inner voice, we connect to God, to universe, yeah, to our the highest level of me, yeah, what is really the natural voice, yeah. It doesn't affect or influenced by somebody. This is my inner wisdom, what helped me, yeah. And I know what to eat, what to drink, with whom to speak, yeah. And what to do in small things, in the big, in strategic things. Because when you will go to your inner way, you will feel such much energy. You know, every time when I understood that this is the main checkpoint in my life, I'm full of energy, from my legs to my head, and this can going like waves of energy. This is the right sign from my body and from inner voice that, okay, Nastya, are you going right now the right place? Yes. Let's go.
I know that my gut is very sensitive. Not my gut feeling, my actual gut. It is very sensitive. So trust me when I tell you this, if I'm doing something that I should not be doing, my stomach is going to start making some noises and it's going to tell me like stop. And it's just
Yeah.
how we speak to it. When I went through the challenges with my health, uh, I used to, you know, like literally go to my stomach and say at night, just between me and my myself, and I would say, "What's wrong with you? Are you okay?" Seriously, I would speak
What
to my
happened?
stomach.
Yeah.
What happened? What do you want? What am I not doing right? So at some point, I understood it's never gonna talk to me back, but it's gonna give me signs. It's more about where I am, how I'm feeling, what do I like to have in the morning. You know, there's no such thing as, I know a lot of people love meal planning, and meal planning is cool, but for me, I'm very, when I do something, even eating, I have to be completely in it. Like, how I told you yesterday I was gonna wear a different color, and then today I woke up and I wore a different color. It's because it's how I am. I'm very real, and I have to feel it. Whatever I
Yeah.
do, I have to feel it. I cannot eat something that I don't feel like I want it. So planning a week in advance for what I'm gonna have after 7 days just doesn't sit right with me. Because what if I don't feel like that day? What if I have planned to eat beans and my stomach is not feeling beans? You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people do life differently. I don't like to make my life systematic. Uh, Everything needs to be felt and everything needs to be real. And we need to be real with each other, because if we're real with ourselves, then we can be real with each
Yeah.
other as well.
Because all love is starting from your inner life to yourself,
100%.
and then you can share with everybody around
Yeah.
you with endless level of love. Yeah.
Yes.
Because too much people give love to other people, and they say, okay, right now I'm empty. How you can be empty if it's like a endless feeling? Yeah. And this should start from ourselves, because our society now is really full of achievements, of some egoistic leadership model. And when we're trying to be the best, the first, the richest, and so on. But what about your fulfillment? What about your happiness? Because the most part of my life, I tried to make everything to be better for everybody around me, for my parents, for my friends, for my colleagues, for my partners. Yeah. And on the next step, it was me.
Yes.
But this is the way when I became empty each time, when I gave everything from myself, from my emotions, from my energy, from some physical goods, and so on. But what started, I think, 5 years ago, I started to ask myself, 4 years in 2020, actually, when it was COVID time, I started to ask myself why I'm here, what is my purpose, yeah, what I want, really want, me, not somebody, me, why I'm here. Maybe my life will end, I don't know when, maybe a half of year, maybe a year, maybe 10, maybe 50, I don't know. But I started to ask myself questions. I made me time to hear myself, yeah. And I was so close with nature. I went to the river, to the forest, and I tried to hear my inner voice. And there are different practices when you put just 5 or 15 minutes per day, and you start to ask your questions, what you will not ask yourself, but you do it with your stomach. You
Yes.
know, in different cultures, there are trust that our soul is living something like here,
Yeah.
between our
Heart and
heart
gut.
and stomach. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why this inner voice, what I told before, it comes from this part too,
Yes.
because this is your truly voice
Yes.
without some influence. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is really amazing, because I understand that so much women right now, and men too, live not their lives, live the life when somebody want to, they will be like this, so
It is what's
comfortable.
planned for them.
Yeah. But when they start to ask themselves why I'm here, what I want to bring to this world, yeah, they start to open their very beautiful potential, what
Yes.
God gives us when we born here.
You were talking about this area, and if you see when a baby is born, what starts combining first? It's all these, the heart and all this. And if you see a lot of women that I've encountered in my life that cannot really express themselves. Let's say their life is limited because they have still not explored their full potential, or even started exploring their potential. Um, their their sacral chakra is blocked, and it always starts from the sacral chakra, because this is how we as women also express a lot of our emotions. When we are sad, we feel it there. When we are happy, we also feel it there. We were talking about butterflies in the stomach. It's all in that sacral chakra. Life is not easy. If you want to achieve, it's not easy. It's constant challenges. We even discussed the other day about there's a saying that says, if you want to gain strength, you ask God for strength and He puts more bumps into your road. And that's because the more you overcome them, the more you get better at it. You learn about who you are more. You learn about your strengths, how to manage things. Uh, we have to use these tools. It keeps us going. It allows us to achieve more, to become better. And it always has to start from inside, from within. If we feel good, we will spread good. If we feel love, we will spread love. But we cannot spread something we don't have. I totally resonate with you, because I also went through a similar path, where I was just giving, 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 giving. And at the end of the day, I actually ached from inside, physical pain. Um, People think emotional pain and physical pain are not related, but they are one line. It's not even a line, they are the same. We think they are disconnected, but they are not. They are just the same thing. Until I started feeling physical pain, until my actual guts started bleeding. And for me, that was like, okay, what do I need? What bigger sign do I need? Then I need to start thinking about myself, talking to myself, talking to my organs, talking to my soul. And now uh, I got better at it, right? Because since I put that intention and I started practicing more on putting myself first, not being selfish though, because there is a very thin line between being selfless and selfish, and you need to constantly be in the middle. Don't be selfless and don't be selfish. Give and take. It has to constantly be an exchange of energy. So I check with myself and I see, okay, am I drained out after beating someone, or am I did I give something away that is so valuable to me, and now I feel like it's something I cannot replace? If I have that feeling, then it means I gave more than I should. And it's a constant thing, right? We constantly need to be checking with ourselves and our actions as well. Some things happen out of habit. Some people are used to giving. It's their habit, and they give without being mindful. So even when you give with mindful, with a mindful mind. Have a lot of mindfulness in it, because that's how you can do it. And even the person that receives will receive with mindfulness. You give that energy with whatever you give.
Yeah, yeah, totally true. Because in Russia there is the most richest woman. She is Korean too, Tatiana Bukachuk. She is founder of marketplace Wildberries. It's like Amazon in
Yes.
Russia. And when we met with her in Dubai last year, we spoke about 3 hours. Yeah, it was like our conversation. And she told me that there was very important thing in her life when she was a student. Yeah, she became to work in one literature company, and she opened the window to whole world. Yeah, with different signs, with different mindset. And one important thing what she shared with me, and how she lived most part of her life. This is about to give more, to give with pure soul, and then everything will be multiplied in different ways. And this is really works like this. What are you doing to feel this really strong connection with yourself and with your body? Maybe you can share some practices about it.
Sure, I would love to. Um, First and foremost, it's that relationship I have with God. I can call it God, other people can call it the universe, higher power. For me, it's God. And I know that I don't like to always dive deep into religion, because Everybody has their own perspective, what they learned, what they like to practice as well. Um, but for me, it's the prayer. Uh, I love praying. It's my time with God. The other day, I was having this conversation about what happens when you pray. First of all the time that you want in the world is yours. There is no time limit. There is no even a designated time where that you have to. Yes, for example, if you practice Islam, yes, there are 5 times a day that you have to pray. But I'm talking in general about prayer, where this is not something you have to do, but it's something you want to do. And you can pray at any time. There is no timing, there is no limits. You can cry there, you can laugh there, you can thank, you can be grateful, and there are no judgments as well. So, this is how I personally connect. This is one major thing that I personally do, but then there are other practices that I like to do as well. So, um, there are there's like this 1 hour when I wake up, which I need peace, ultimate peace. I would just open the curtains. If the weather is good, I'll open the window. In summer, we can't do that here. Um, and I'll just look at nature, look at the birds, just have that quiet time. This sets my entire day. Other things I love to do is I love yoga. I think I discussed a lot of different poses as well. I paint, so that's how like I find myself uh, painting at times when I have a lot to release. So it's the days that my emotions are very heightened, and I just want to, it's a white canvas. Do whatever you want, no judgments. You want to keep it, you want to throw it, you want to show people, you don't want to show people. It's what's inside you. You can take it out. So anything that allows me to express myself with no judgments, that's the thing for me.
And how long and in what ways you understood yourself when you started? What instruments helped you? Because I can say about my experience and the previous 5 years. I started to go deeper and deeper and deeper inside me to understand who am I, what are my strengths, what are my talents, what can I share to this world, yeah, how I can open my inner passion here, yeah, because it's everything what can help you create very beautiful things in business, in partnership, in art, in friendship, and so on. What helped you?
Number one is challenges. The challenges that we go through teach us who we are. Um, this question is very nice because it makes me remember uh, my journey. And sometimes, they become like headlines in our mind. But at the time when we are living through the challenges, they're very deep and they're very heartfelt. Personally, I can tell you, Anastasia, the time that I literally learned that I need to go and dive deep into my life and see exactly who I am, why am I still here, what is my purpose, is when I decided that my life is not going to be decided by anybody. It will be decided by me because it is my soul for now. The soul goes back up at some point, but for now it's mine and it's embodied in my body. And God wants me to stay here. There is a reason and I need to find it. I was very challenged, as I told you, with my health. So, after 6 years of being hospitalized numerous times, on that sixth year, I sat with myself, looked at myself around the white walls on the hospital bed, remembering all the different degrees that I have, all the different achievements that I've achieved that are now becoming outdated because I don't even have the power to choose where to go or what to eat or what to even speak about. It was like I was in a jail. But the jail starts from here. It is not. It is not just physical. It's also in your mind. And my mother was sitting next to me, and I told her, "That's it. I don't want to be here anymore. I never want to be in this place anymore. not for any circumstances, except maybe when I'm delivering my baby. And let's see, I might do it in a different way. And I literally made that joke and I said, okay, that's it. And that day I went to the beach. I have a very close connection with water in general. I love the water. I love sea water. Um, I feel very cleansed in it, around it. The wind, the ocean, the breeze, all of it. It speaks to me. So I went to the beach and I just sat with myself. And I asked, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? How do I go through life? And trust me, the minute you put that intention, things just open up. People start coming to you. Your answers, your questions will have answers. But you have to ask the question. And one is love. And love is much stronger than fear. To lead with love, you allow, if I led today with love, I will inspire, I will spread love. But I will also allow people to find the love that they have for themselves within them. That will give them the freedom. That will give them the freedom of choice. And that will also give them, how can I say, like a shoulder to cry on, or a back to
Support.
support. Exactly. Whereas when you lead with fear, you make you tell them that you are the supporter. You make them get used to you. You make them need you. So whenever you work with any organization or any business, or there are so many different corporations that lead with fear. For example, working hours. You're late, your salary goes away. That's fear. Let's say you are, I don't know, I cannot think of a lot of different things because that's not how I lead. I don't lead with fear, I lead with love. Um, and I try to remind myself, because there are so many different things that we've seen in our lives where we've been brainwashed, but we can make that change. We are in positions today, in a very fortunate position, to be able to make that change. So it's as you said, why keep it to ourselves? It deceives the purpose. You're being very selfish if you keep it for yourself. You need to spread it. You need to be able to take it out and fly with it like a flag. It's the peace flag, right? At the end
Yeah.
of the day.
You know that in Asian culture, there is one beautiful thing. When you are 20, just take their learnings, study. Then when you are 30, from 20 to 30, you need to practice. From 30 to 40, you need to be a master in what you are doing, yeah, to do it better, to have more experience. And after 40, you need to share it. Share with people, share with students, share with your family, with your friends, with somebody who you don't know, yeah. From 50, share your wisdom, yeah.
Yes.
Share it, just make it for free, yeah.
Yes.
Just do it because you lived the half of your life, yeah. And after 60, take a rest.
Yeah.
Make some creations what will be like, to look how does it work, yeah. To help different young generation to go where should to, yeah, because you have so much experience.
Yes.
And in Asian cultures, this is really important. That's why all our parents, all oldness people, they are really respectful by new generations, yeah. And this is how we grow up, and this is really a big wisdom, yeah, because too much people started to do it not in the same way, yeah. When they have some knowledge, when they don't have some experience, and they started to learn. But I believe that you can learn each other only when you have experienced about it, when you go through this way, when you meet different challenges, when you say, okay, this work, this doesn't work. I can say it because this is my experience, yeah, this is my not only knowledge. There are some results, just look and see.
Yes.
Here
exactly.
they are.
The track record is important. I love what you said about the stages in life, because also the maturity that you have with every, let's say, generation, or every 10 years, you really do become a different person. My younger sister is turning 30 maybe in a year or two. And I always tell her she has that. The energy of being in her 20s. And when we are in our 20s, our minds are a little bit more maybe stubborn, because we feel like we know the world. We have energy, we're adults now, and we can make anything happen, and nobody knows better than us. And yes, it's true, nobody knows you better than you. But the world is there's a lot of knowledge around the world. So I always tell her the story that my father told me when I was younger. And that's basically when I turned 30, there was literally like a switch in my mind that opened, and there was like a whole new portal that opened up. Your tolerance becomes more. The You become more adaptive. You become more patient as well. I'm sure at 40 this increases, at 50 this increases, at 60 it increases. You start looking at the world, and maybe if you were someone that likes materialistic things, you become less materialistic. If you were someone that had a high ego, the world will find a way to make your ego go away. So it's all these things, learnings, that it would be lovely if we can take it from our parents and our elderly and learn from them. But us as humans, we need to go through these things and experience them for us to be able to understand, now I know. And then you take it and you really start practicing it. But also, there is knowledge to be taken from children. There is, just as there is knowledge to be taken from elderly. Children are very much unlimited with their minds, with their creativity. So they might not tell you something straightforward, but you have to read between the lines and understand where is this coming from, and you have to explore. So we can all learn from each other, from the different stages that we are in. Maybe I reached my 30s or my 40s in let's say a century. My father or my mother has reached it in a different century. So my learnings are different than their learnings. We constantly have to teach each other. And one day when I have children, I will do the same, and hopefully I can learn from them as well. It's very important. At the end of the day, life is all about an exchange of energy, regardless of age.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about to put the long-term goals? Yeah, for example, do you have vision about Sarah in 2030?
2030. This
Yeah.
is lovely. 2030. Whatever I do, my ultimate goal is to do good. If it resonates with my ultimate goal, I continue it. If it's not, then I stop it and I reroute. I don't stop completely, I just reroute. Um, and there are a lot of, like, let's say, my life so far is all about trial and error. I know this does not directly answer your question, because um, success is not just in career, right? There are so many different areas that I want to succeed in, and us as women, we need to be successful in all our areas as good project managers to be considered as successful women. So definitely, part of my vision is to have my own family, to have my own life, but also to grow my business from the career side, but also to gain more knowledge from the education side. There are so many different areas that I want to touch base on. But all that is always aligned on, okay, what good am I doing for the world? Because if, as you said, we will not be here forever. Our souls will not be here forever, and we are not going to take our valuables with us. The only thing we keep is our reputation and how much good or bad that we did. It depends on the choice you make in life. This is always my goal. It will never change in 2030, 2040, 2000 if I'm alive. This will always be my goal.
Wonderful. This is the way how you can build your future, yeah, modeling. Because some people said, okay, just live right here and right now. Don't think about future, don't remember about past. but how can you do it without your past? Because these are your roads, yeah, and your future, it's what better version of yourself you can be, yeah, what can you make better, what good things you can give to this world. And there is one practice what I would love to share with you and with our audience. It calls the um, uh, goal mapping, like retrospective, you know, when you say, okay, this is me in 2030. I draw myself how I will look, what I will do, how will I feel. Yeah, this is about what I can give to me and to my family. This is one stream. The second stream, this is about my business and the deal of my life. Yeah, what I'm doing, what I'm growing, because this is the most part of your life. This is your job or your business. Yeah, what you are doing here.
Yeah.
And the third point, this is about world for me. What can I do for the world to share my experience, to open some education things, and so on. And if I'm here right now in 2024 and I imagine myself in 2030, just imagine there are three lines: me and my family, my business, my job, yeah, and the world, yeah, to human. I say, okay, how can come from 2024 to 2030? If I will go only in line, it will be a really big distance between these two goals, yeah? But what if you will come here like a little bit of meditation or affirmation about the best person who you want to be in 2030? Then you will make some retrospective go year by year in 2029, 2028, 2027, 6, 5, and 4. Then this goal will be very close to you.
Yes, that's
Why?
true.
Because you will see on all this map like helicopter view, you
Yes.
know, and you will see, okay, here is unconditioned, and here this goal about myself is not matching with my business goal, or my business goal cannot matching with the goal about the world giving, yeah. So when you make this kind of strategic session with yourself, yeah, this is about just 2 or 3 hours to make this map, but then you will have so clear mind.
Yes.
Nothing will interrupt you, nothing will damage you on your way. It will be not achieved by 100%.
Yes.
Nothing will be achieved by
No, of course.
100%, yeah, because this is life, this is
Yeah.
pure life,
Yeah.
everything changed. But when you see this star, when you want to go, yeah,
Yeah.
it will help you to make right decision here in small steps, because we talked about it. All big things, they are growth only with small steps. Small steps every day, every your decision, every moment of your life, when you say, okay, I will go to my way, or I will go not my way, but it will be more valuable, for example, but right here and now. And if you will start to look, okay, in 2030 I will be 65, yeah, no, 55 years old, yeah.
Let's not talk about age.
But I understand, okay, this is only one, my life, what I remember right now, what can I live right now, how I want to live it. Because when you're on the moment right here and right now, you think, okay, there is before 50, so I can live and live and do everything I can try. But no, the time is
It flies.
yeah, it will
Yeah.
flies, yeah, and it will go like water, yeah.
Yeah,
Like you will
100%.
take it and it will fall down, fall down. That's why each minute, each hour, each day is such important.
Very
You don't
important.
know when it will end.
That is
But
true.
if you will see this strategic goal about yourself, about what you want to do, what you want to give, yeah, who you want to be,
Yeah.
this will influence by your decision for today.
100%.
And this kind of strategy planning, I think, can help to each people. Why? Each human. Because when you understand what you want, you will create all your reality around yourself.
100%.
You will like magnet, you will magnet for people who are on the same line with you, who will go to this way, who will fulfill each other, yeah, and different things what will happen, you will make it, yeah, because you may do something today, but it will grow up, yeah, like seeds, small seeds.
True.
Maybe after 1 year, maybe after 1 week, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, yeah, you don't know. But do everything with your passion, do everything with this kind of love and your connection with your inner side.
100%.
And I understood that this is my right way. This
Yeah.
is sometimes unlogical. This is really, but this is very intuitive when you hear yourself and you do something. And then when you retrospectively understood what happened, you understand, okay, it was not, it was a rational decision, but it will bring you the best partnership, the best creations, yeah. It help not only you, but people around you. And if to do everything with this kind of mindfulness, yeah, you will choose your different lines of your life. Because I don't know, I think we see it the same,
Of
but
course,
I
yes.
think that God or universe or some energy, higher powers, yeah, they made something like matrix, you know, the matrix with different lines. And this count of lines are uncountable, yeah.
Yes.
But uh, on the touch points of your destiny, you choose what to do. Everything, the biggest thing in this world is your will, yeah?
Yes.
What I choose for. If I choose it by myself, then I can manage and rule my life. And I can choose, okay, for what ways in this matrix I will go here, yeah?
Exactly.
And it always inside you, because nobody, nothing can say you, okay, do this. This will be your decision too, to listen them, yeah?
100%. I totally agree with every single thing that you said. Um, when there's something I believe in, when we dream, let's say we are meditating or we're dreaming or we're talking about our dreams, what really happens is we start imagining them in our mind. And just imagine that there are angels or a higher power that is putting together a whole team to make your dreams come true. So, uh, you when you think about something, you have to intend for it. What you are saying is literally the same. You have to set the intention of what is your goal, and then build that ladder that takes you towards it. Because America seems very high, very far away. But if I book my plane ticket, then it's very easy to get there. It's just a few hours. So it's the exact same way. It's you you have to know what you want to be able to get there. If you don't know what you want, it will be very difficult. Even the army up there doesn't know what to draw for you. What are you really drawing in your mind? It's very important to visualize and see it in your mind, believe it, feel it. That feeling is what's gonna make it happen. It's gonna make it come to you through different ways. And what you said about the past and the future and the present is very important. My father as well always said to me, when you drive a car, you have a small mirror that shows you the back, and you have the big one that shows you the present. And that's because you need to learn from the past,
Yeah.
not live with your past. That's why it's a small mirror. Learn from it, but allow it to make you move forward for the future. If we're nothing without our past, and we're nothing without our hopes for our future, right? But the thing about being in the present is we need to be grateful, because
Yeah.
what you want, what you wanted yesterday, you have it today. Probably the life that you are living today, you were dreaming about it last year. So that army up there made it happen for you. Yes, you worked for it, but you had the plan, you visualized it, and you made it happen. Some people's biggest dreams is to probably move from one country to another to have a better life. And they make it happen in different ways. But it's all about how much your mind is unlimited. Just knowing that you have that capacity is number one. You allow yourself to really fly with whatever you want. But another thing, it allows you to create, because if you will not be the creator of your own life and you will give your life to somebody else to create it, they will shape it on their own way, with their own journey. They will make sure that it is aligned with their journey. So never give your life away. That's one thing. Keep it for you, plan for it, learn from your past, and strive for a better future. But be grateful for what you have today.
Yeah. That's true. And the main thing, what will help to remember about who you are, why you're here, is your purpose. Yeah. So this is really important. Your purpose can change in different stages of your life, you know. But when you started to think about it, everything become different. Then you take all your destiny to your hands and you start to create, to be this kind of creator. What about you said?
100%.
And you
Totally
know
agree.
what? When I right here to our podcast, I listened the affirmation of thank you, what you sent it to
Oh,
me, and I shared it with all my
I'm glad you
friends.
did.
Yeah, they are in love. And when I heard it first time, it was really amazing. It was
Yes.
really amazing because you fulfilled by the mindfulness and thankful for everything you have. And I
Thank you.
think, thank you so much for this. Yeah, and I think that this is really a very easy thing, but very deep thing when you start to do it. Just 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, it's up to you. But you can create these thankful affirmations by yourself. And I want to offer you to make something like this just right here, right now,
Let's do it.
for just 2 minutes,
Let's
okay?
do it.
And we can close our eyes and we can one by one say about different things about what we are grateful to this world, to everything, yeah?
Yeah.
And let's share this kind of pure gratefulness energy to everybody because how we say it, each big goal will be achieved by the
Smaller
small
ones.
steps
Yes.
and by our fulfillment, by
Yes.
our mood, by our mind, by our feelings. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think this is really important for women at first, because
100%.
when we are happy, everything starts growth.
Yes.
Everything go better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Let's do it.
let's do
Let's do
it.
it.
Thank you for today's meeting because it inspired me, and I think it will inspire a lot of people who will see it.
Thank you for the space. Thank you for allowing me to express. And thank you for being very real.
Thank you for these beautiful thoughts, for this passion, and for this energy, what's today around us.
Thank you for the opportunity to be able to share this with the world, to share the little wisdom and the experiences, and for every single person that is here. I deeply thank you for making this happen.
Thank you for our parents who born us, who give this life to us, and who are our biggest teachers.
Thank you, God, for giving us multiple opportunities to go over and over, start over, and surprise ourselves and find ourselves in this world.
Thank you for our body, what is very wisdom, what say us, what is our way, what is not our. And thank you for our inner voice, what guide us on the way of our lives.
Thank you. So
Thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I feel this kind of fulfillment. Thank you so much, Sarah, for
Thank
today
you
meeting.
for having me. I feel so much peace.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's spread it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay.